All right.
Okay, there we go. We back on. Okay, sweet. So yeah, where were we? You were telling us about uh, what were
The
you
pet
telling us?
pricing, the price, or the other pricing. So jumping on the pricing, it's pretty reasonable compared to getting a high quality dog, you know.
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
And as
yeah.
far as, like I said, as far as when people get in, as far as wanting to become breeders, you know, and once everything is like agreed upon, and I think this person or this, you know, this camp is going to be, you know, they're gonna treat the animals right. They're gonna breed ethically. You
Yeah.
know, they get access to me and my resources, because like at the end of the day, I mean, this is my bloodline. This is my brand. You know, Danny's part of that. Danny understands that. And we both preach that, you know, and we want this to grow, though. We want these cats, and we want the word bully cat. I mean, it's my bloodline, but the way the bully community, how we have lingo and everything like that, it's gonna be like, we don't need to call the cats dwarfs and bambinos. We know what they are. If they got the dwarf gene and it looks like a bully, we're
You can
gonna
see
call it
it.
a bully cat. But if you want the bully cat bloodline, that's me. That's where you come in. That's when you come to our camp.
Oh, fantastic. I got another question here from my homie Luke Walford. Check it out there on your screen.
Yes, a good question. I see that. I see that. Actually, it's funny. I'm glad you brought that up, because I be forgetting a lot of things I want to talk about.
Yeah.
Yes, you can. So they when a cat will once a cat gets pregnant, it's about 60 days, same as a dog, right? You know, you
Okay.
have a litter. The thing about it is they can literally go into heat 2 months after they have that litter,
Oh, okay.
right? And then, you know, you can easily have 3 litters a year, and if you miss a heat, they'll go into heat, especially if there's a male there, right? In intact male, they'll go into heat like a month later. So it's not like they're waiting 6 months if you miss a heat. Also, unless, like I said, you're doing unethical breedings, or you know, your cat's a little small. Sometimes the dwarf cats, females, you will get into some problems where you might have to have C-sections. But as far as how they mate, you know, there's no AI. You really can't stud your cat out, you know, and send semen across the country. I mean, if somebody can do that, contact me, please. We could be rich. No, I just can't. It's not the same, you know. So you need to have a stud there with you. You need them to be together. It's almost better, you know, like if they're together, they're
Yeah.
like a couple. Even if you have a couple of females, it's better to have one male, two females, than to have, you know, three males and one female, because then it's get nuts, you know. So
Yeah.
that's if you have a breeding program. Now, if you're not breeding them, you got to remember, if you have it, they tend to want to mark their territory if once they go into heat. So I would suggest that you fix your cat.
Of course.
I don't like fixing them too young, because especially the dwells and stuff, because I feel like, you know, really it hurts their growth. But you definitely, if you're not going to breed them, you know, there's nothing wrong with fixing them. They're still going to be great cats, you know. That's what I recommend, you know. And in fact, if you're getting a pet from me, I recommend that, and you know, I put that in the contract.
Fantastic. Here's another question.
Yeah.
Because we got a lot of questions, so I'm just gonna run them through them quickly a bit.
Oh, good question. Good question about the skin. So
Yeah.
they're indoor cats, so they're not like Cosmo likes hanging out in the backyard, but not. We don't leave them too long, because the sun um, can cause some damage. I don't put sunscreen on them, but I do. I don't see a problem, as long as they're not going to have a, you know, allergic reaction to it.
Yeah.
A lot of my clients, especially the pet homes, you see the cats, they go everywhere, man. They take them to Starbucks, they take them to the
Yeah.
park. As long as the weather permits, you know, they get leashes for them. But you know, you want to be careful, because you know, it's an exotic animal, and
Exactly.
people, you know, if it gets lost, you're not gonna have too many people, you know, turn them in, you know. So be
Yeah.
careful. But other than that, yeah, they're indoor cats. You know, they also get cold very easy. So throughout my
Gotta have.
house, I have heating pads.
Yeah.
Yeah, they stay. You know, some of my clients, they make sweaters for them. My cats don't do it well with that. because you got to start doing that when they're kittens
Hey,
for
oh,
them to
okay,
get used
okay.
to it as adults. You try to put a sweater on Cosmo, he's gonna look at you, get that shit off me. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
So,
yeah.
he ain't with all that.
Okay, guess another question from Mitch.
Yes, they are. There's a registry called Tika,
Yeah, for the
and
cats.
Cosmo and any cat that's not a standard Sphinx is considered a experimental breed. They do that because technically when they're going to do cat shows, you won't see these cats at cat shows. And that's why another thing about good about the bully community is they're embracing them. I'm getting a lot of love. Danny, my partner, has even taken went to two shows, and yesterday he stacked off. I couldn't believe he was telling me that he took him in the open category male,
Yeah,
and he was a top three. I was like, damn boy,
yeah.
whatever, you know what I'm saying?
Just
So
for the fun of it, yeah.
I
Yeah.
appreciate the people that are open minded. I understand for those who are like, what the fuck, I
Of
get
course,
that,
yeah.
you know what I mean? So, but I'm
Uh,
hoping that like I said,
yeah,
there's one thing about the bully community, they like exotic, they like new, they like quality. Like I said, I've even noticed people that like, I'm not a cat person, but man, I like these cats. These cats are cool.
yeah,
So you know,
yeah.
yeah,
So
yeah.
my
So
homie
yeah,
Mark,
to answer your question,
they
yes,
registered.
you
Yeah,
should be getting cats. Unless you're getting a pet, don't. It's not a big deal.
yeah,
But if you want to know that your cat has, that bully cat bloodline, you know what I mean, and that pedigree, that matters. So
yeah. My homie Mark is asking how can he get a hold of you because he's really interested in the cats, man.
you go to my Instagram. I have my I don't know what happened. I had built a nice little following that was growing, and somehow my other Instagram got shut down. But I got a new Instagram. It's just West Coast Bully Cats, one word, straight up. You'll
Yeah.
see it, and you tap in there, and then we can discuss, anything you want to discuss.
Yeah, I'm gonna share the on my Instagram. I'm gonna share his Instagram and everybody can see and go hit him up for the cats and everything. Anybody interested
Yeah.
and stuff like that, he hit me up one day. I didn't.
Also they could tap in with Jungle Boys Pet Service too.
Oh
They
yeah,
have a lot of information. They got
yeah.
cats coming next year. But we're all linked up. So if you want to tap in with me, tap in with me. You want to tap in with them, tap in with them.
Oh yeah, fantastic.
You know.
We got a very important question I see here from
Yeah.
uh Mark. You know.
Oh, that's a good question.
Yeah,
So without me is I'm not very good with the medical terms right now, but with the my cats, like the kittens, right? They have two sets of shots.
yeah,
They don't generally get the full range of vaccinations that an outdoor cat has to get, because those outdoor cats have to deal with a lot of different things that the indoor cats probably will never have to. So generally, I follow my vet's advice, and my vet just gives them the first two sets of shots, which is and regular deworming. There's some, they call it some feline, FIP. Like I said, I don't want. That's not really my forte as far as how speaking in that in the vet world. But my cats are definitely all shot. They get up to date.
yeah,
They're scanned. They get scanned. There's a thing called HCM scanning that you want to do for cats. That it's for the heart. So some cats can get some heart conditions. So generally, like I said, I do a lot of research before I get any of my cats in my house. They get all the testing. I deal with reputable people. Um, and that's it. I mean, it's like anything. You could do your best, and anything can happen. These are animals, living, breathing things. You know, uh, so animals can get sick. But generally, I do my due diligence, and I
yeah,
tell people to do their due diligence. As far as health, because that's the point. If I get a sick cat or I notice some sick cats, I check into the vet and I let them, I find out, if they're not up to par. I mean, most they're gonna be up to par as a pet home. They're not gonna. Then I just don't want to reproduce anything that's gonna continue, down the line. Yeah, but I haven't, I've been lucky. Like I said, I've been blessed, and I haven't had any sick cats, any sick issues, coming back with the cats or anything like that. So, but yeah, you have to, be worried about that. But like generally speaking, if you deal with a reputable breeder, they're not going to have those issues, when they get a cat.
Fantastic. Uh, my homie Mitch is asking again, do you sell the ones you don't keep? Or I guess don't want, or
What do you
whatever.
mean? Are you talking about like a retired cat, or you just mean because I love them all, but I can't keep them all.
Of course, yeah.
No, no, no. Of course, I mean my kittens are, you know, I mean my kittens. And the thing about cats, let me give you another thing of different than dogs. You can't. I it. I follow this. I follow the rule, and the cat when I bought cats from breeders, I don't want to change it up. Like I don't want to do things different as much as possible. And one thing is you don't get your cat till 12 weeks after they're born. That's a long time. That's 3 months almost. When you're talking about from when they're born to when you get your kitten, right? Whereas dogs, you could get them 7, 8 weeks, and if you really, if they're your friend, they might give it to you at 6 weeks, right? But at the end of the day, there's almost like a big gap, that you have to keep those cats. So that's the only thing different. But the kittens are so much easier to deal with. They use litter boxes. They eat less. They play with each other. They keep each other company. Where with dogs, you have to really be. I've whelped Frenchies, and let me tell you, that's 10 times harder for me, generally, than to whelp kittens. But whelping kittens takes still a lot of time. You just don't get that stress, man. When I was stressing all the time when I was whelping my Frenchies, man, I'm not as good as other whelpers. Though. I'll be honest. But in fact,
Yeah.
yeah. In fact, I use a whelper now for my Frenchies. Shout out to Whelping Whisperer. She's got one of our cats. You know what I mean? Sacramento, California, Whelping Whisperer. I don't even mess with my dogs no more whelping. I just send them to her. She takes good care of it for me. Now the cats though, my wife. I have to give it up. My wife does most of the work, but you know what I mean. But we work together.
Fantastic, fantastic. I think okay. I think Mitch got confused because we were showing him the smaller ones. I think that's why the bone is so slim because obviously the kittens do not. It's not the adult cat, So I'm just gonna move on from
Yeah,
that
I
one.
mean, I was showing a bunch of kids. I don't know if you saw Cosmo. Go
Yeah,
to my page. You see Cosmo, and let me tell you something. Video, picture. You can ask Allison. Allison saw video, picture, and then when we met up at the airport and she saw one in person, she was like, "Wow, this is a lot smaller than I thought. They're a lot crazier looking than I thought." But so you gotta, everybody has an opinion, and some people are gonna like him, some people are not gonna like him. But yeah, when people see him in person, it's definitely, a little shock,
yeah,
especially if they never seen one before.
yeah. Where's Allison? You come back up. I think she didn't know the life is back up because
That's all right.
yeah,
She maybe she
yeah.
lost it. Lost it.
Yeah, we kind of lost.
Yeah.
Come back on, everybody. Share the link with everybody. Let's come back on because we kind of lost connection there. And we had to start over. So just come back on. And then we got another question from my homie Luke.
Oh, that's a good question. Because they're super small, right? And I was taught, and I listened to my mentors who've been doing this for a long time.
Yeah,
Kittens do much better health wise when they stay with their mother or just even in their litter, in their home, in their environment. And we keep a very controlled environment. In fact, I don't even very controlled. They have their own bedroom pretty much. You know what I
yeah.
mean? So, but that not just a whelping area. They have their so they do very well for their immune system. It's been known, like when you take these cats away from their mother, because they're small. You looked at my cats and you probably saw them and stuff. Just last week, none of them were over 3 pounds. They were all two and a quarter, 2.5 pounds. They
Yeah.
might be over 3 pounds now, right? So you don't generally want to give a cat to if you're breeding and you want to be ethical, you don't generally want to give the cat until they're like, almost 4 pounds, at least close to 4 pounds. At least my cats, that's how much they weigh when they're like 3 months old.
Oh
So
yeah, 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 yeah.
3.5. So my breeders tell me when I got into it, when I picked up my cats, and when I do any dealings,
If,
that's a minimum, right? And I don't, like I said, if you're already an experienced cat owner, or the environment's gonna check on the environment, if you're ready, that's you're gonna get it at 12 weeks. Some people say, hey, if I see the cat and the cat is smaller than the rest, and it's just not growing as fast as the rest, then I keep the cat longer, because I'm just, and the cat's more important to me than anything. That's really why, So
yeah, of
it's
course.
about their health, and for them to be successful. When the cat leaves at home, if you give them at 10 weeks or 9 weeks and they get sick, man, then it's on me, right? Because I knew better. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Now, if I give them to you at 12, 13 weeks, um, that's less likely to happen.
Oh, okay, I see. Lovely. So tell me, what kind of like I don't know what to call it, like a standard are you guys looking for in this cats? Like, what's the ideal look? You know.
So for me in the bully community, like, the standard me and Danny have been talking about, is just really Cosmo is the standard. Look at Cosmo. Look at his structure. Now, of course, I see other cats. I love them, and they're nice. I see some people going to be producing some nice cats. So standard is just really a dwarf cat is, you know some muscle, some short as possible fronts. Um, uh, there's I would say tight skin, but man, they have wrinkles. They have some dwarf team cats that have wrinkles. They remind me. I kind of categorize them as the English bulldog. You know what I mean? Because they
Yeah,
got the
yeah.
wrinkles, and I like that look. And I think I'm going to incorporate that later on. Like I said, this is kind of just the beginning as far as what we're trying to do. Right now, I'm just focused on health and structure, keeping that line going. I'm going to be adding eye colors. I'm going to be adding solid colors. I'm going to talk to my mentors about, and up my game as far as, combinations to get certain colors. But that's years in the making, man. This isn't, I plan on being here for the long game, and my goal is that Cosmo's always going to be talked about. My cat's always going to be talked about like the great bullies, because not that these bullies today ain't as great as the ones, but they weren't first, or they weren't at the beginning. Get it? You get what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
that's the goal. The goal is to, like, let the let the let the public, let the bully community decide. Hey, look, I like this look. That's, when they see the look, they're gonna go to what they like. So I mean, that's really the standard. That's how it is. That's how I look at what the standard is. This isn't a new breed. That's what I'm trying to say. Like, if I was creating a new breed, I could make a new standard and just make that the standard.
Yeah.
But this is just my bloodline. My bloodline, the look that I want is a Cosmo look, right? That's what I'm striving for on every litter. And then I'm going to be striving to add some color, some more, different eye colors and things like that.
Oh yeah, yeah. Fantastic,
Hope that answers
fantastic.
the question.
Yeah, 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 yeah. So if the one would be, would you be following like this Sphinx cat standard basically? Also, just like the other stuff.
No, no, no.
Hmm.
So the Sphinx cat standard is
Yeah.
not a dwarf gene cat.
Oh,
It's just
okay.
not.
Okay. Okay.
So you got to remember, this is an experimental breed. They don't have, and that's another thing. So that's where the bully community has been very good, in embracing this, and uh, I plan on taking my cats, even just as exhibition, just to show, to dog shows that I'm welcome to. I've been
Yeah.
asked to come to some dog shows. You know, shout out to Eddie at KC Frenchies in Kern County. He just did a show in California Saturday. Yeah, yeah, I heard it was off the chain. It was dope. You know what I mean? That's what I've been hearing. I've been seeing pictures, and I chat with him. You know what I mean? And he was like, "Hey, bring your cat out. You're more than welcome to bring your cat out." I'm not saying to be in the show to be stacked against dogs, but he just like he just showing me support. Bring him out here. You can see, you can show the people. So there might be a show coming up out here in the West Coast in December. I gotta talk to him, or talk to whoever. And I'll be more than willing to, bring some of my cats out. If everything if the stars align, I can do that.
Yeah, yeah, fantastic. I got a question here from Luke. You can check it out there.
That's a good question. I wasn't there. That's something that worries me, right? But I think the way my cats and the way it just all depends on like how what they're around when they're at home.
Yeah.
Are you bringing them around dogs? I'm
Hmm.
not like I feel what you're saying. Like I could bring one of my cats and they might not feel it, and cats start when they don't feel it. They clamp up. They want to run. They want to hide. Danny's done a great job with his cat to bring them to the shows, and they don't even flinch when they hear barking or they see the dogs next to them.
Hmm.
So that's really gonna be up to the handler, right? Like anybody that gets a dog,
Of
they
course.
yeah, the temperament's there, but if you're not really like teaching your dog, how to conduct themselves in that type of environment, they might not do well. I can't take my bull terrier anywhere. He's calm in the house, but outside he's a nut. You know what I mean? So, but he loves the cats. If you go to my
Yeah.
page,
I see him with the
and
cat
him are
with
best
Cosmo all the
friends. You
time.
know what I
Yeah.
mean?
I see him all the
Yeah,
time.
yeah. So yeah, that's a good question though. That's gonna really be up to the individual who gets the cat, and then at the same time, like I said, when I bring the cat, that's gonna be a test for me, right? I don't know how they're gonna react, but I saw Danny did it. It worked for him. I don't know if I'm gonna do it exactly how he did it, but I
Yeah.
definitely like to show him at the show, at least so people can see him in person. Because like I said, if you're gonna get these cats, you know, a lot of people that I get my already know about the cats, and they'll be like, "Oh, I've always wanted one," right? It's
Yeah.
just about finding someone who has one So it's not really hard for them to think about it. They already want to pull the trigger. Boom, I want one. But there's a lot of people that are hesitant. They want to see the cat in person. You know what I mean? So going to a show would be a really good way for me to at least show the cats in person, so that way more people can see them with their own eyes, right in person.
Yeah. Yeah.
And
Let
I
me.
want other breeders to start breeding, man. I want, and once they start, because the beautiful thing is, there's nothing. If there's no other cat, there's nothing to compare Cosmo. I'm saying Cosmo is the best, and he's this and that, but there's nothing to compare. I want other breeders come up with their own
Okay.
bloodlines, right? And then I could see him and be like, damn, man, I want one of those.
Yeah.
When we know they got some hot and working together. You know what I'm saying? That's why I work with people. I don't burn bridges. I build them. You know what I mean? So I want other breeders to be like, damn, don't be wrong. We want to really start off with the Cosmo bloodline, and we can work it together. I want to work with you too. You know what I mean? But if you start on your own thing, you get cats from somewhere else, or and you got any questions, you inbox me. I've already done that for people because I want them to breed successful, healthy cats. Because it's going to help all of us if we do that together, right? If,
Yeah.
if we're if
Definitely.
it's not, it's just yeah. I can't keep up with the demand. So please, come. We need more ethical breeders. If people that love cats. If you already got cats, shoot. Sometimes it's like the wife might be, like the cat, you like the dog, she might, then you're gonna get jealous of her when she's doing better than you because she got the cat game on lock. No, but for real though, I mean, this is something that the cats are great, man. They're great for families. They're great for kids. Like I said, I want this. I want a lot more people to get involved if they like cats, if they like this look, right? Because
Of
it's
course.
not just about cats; it's about this look that they're looking for. So that's my goal. You know.
Yeah. Fantastic. There's a question I missed up here that I didn't get. But you did speak on it. But we can speak on it a little bit more and stuff.
Is it true you can breed two bully cats together? Oh, good question. No, you
Yeah.
can't. So,
Yeah.
like, that's what I meant is because the bully cats are dwarf gene cats.
Yeah.
So, and that's the thing. You don't. The beautiful thing about it is kind of, let me give you an example. So it's like a Merle, right? Like
Hmm.
you got a Merle, and then you get a dog that isn't Merle, doesn't carry Merle, and you breed
Yeah.
them together. You'll get, your goal is to get as many merles as possible because that's what you bred it for, right?
Of course,
But you
yeah.
don't need two cats. But you'll never be able to. This is the thing. Even though Cosmo's first litter, he got 5 12s, dwarf gene cats, and one standard. That's a pretty nice ratio, you know. But generally speaking, you can't just because if you could do that, then you could definitely start a new breed. It would be separate from the Sphinx breed. You could do that enough time down the line, where eventually they would just call the dwarf cat a different breed, correct?
Yeah.
But because you can't do that, it will always stay under the a Sphinx umbrella because you will always need a Sphinx to breed to because you cannot breed the dwarf gene cat together
Of course.
successfully 100% of the time and or ethically, so
Yeah.
yeah, that's why you just can't. And another reason too, that's where pricing comes in. It's like if you got a litter, you got 2 12s and a couple of standards, that's where people who just want a cat, hairless exotic cat, pet home, right? You're not going to be able to it's more rare, right? You're making a cat that's more rare because you can't always produce them. So
Mm-hmm.
they become more rare, they're more exotic, their value is more. That's just simple as that. If you could just produce the Dorfchin cat like 100% of the time, then of course you'll have like a new breed, and then you could just, you know, probably price can go down.
Yeah.
Cats to go around.
Fantastic. How old is Cosmo?
Cosmo's gonna be 3 years old.
So how long with the bullies they got like a age where they're like in their prime and stuff. What age is like for the cat? What's the age is they prime?
You know, no Cosmo. I'm sorry. We just Cosmo's closer to Cosmo's a little over 2. Sorry,
Over two.
2
Okay.
years old. Yeah, it feels like 3 years. It feels like I've had him 10 years. No,
Yeah.
so 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 their prime. I mean, they're cats. I don't know. Like they're not. They're 8 years old, 5 to 8 years old. Like
Yeah.
the males can probably continue to stud out. The females, you probably don't want to go, past 5 years. I don't know. Like
Yeah.
I haven't been breeding that long, so
Yeah.
to answer that question honestly, I would have to tap in with my mentor when I get to that stage. But I'm
Yeah.
I'm not gonna overbreed my cats. That's the good thing is I don't need to overbreed my cats. You know what I mean? But you can breed a lot more than you can breed dogs. It's a lot, I feel, my cats, my female cats, like they love being moms, so
Yeah.
they do they're a trip, they even
Yeah.
help each other out. It's like you can have 2 female cats, one don't even have to be pregnant, and the other one will clean the other cats and stuff. It's a trip.
Oh
Cosmo will
yeah.
even jump in the damn whelping stuff and start cleaning them. Cats are a
Uh,
trip, man. So I mean, I would never
Crazy.
let a dog do that. Like
Yeah. Of
the
course.
stud jump into the box, but with a cat, you can do that.
Yeah. So with the moms, do you like have to like skip a heat and stuff like that, like we do with the dogs and stuff?
Um, they probably do skip heats because they're going to heat a lot more often.
Yeah.
So like sometimes you won't even know they're in heat. It's not like a dog where they start bleeding, then you can start counting days. It's not like that. That's
Yeah.
why you have to have the pair with you. It's like I've heard nightmares where people just try to be like, "Well, I'm gonna use someone's stud," like unless we're like first of all, unless we're real cool, you know what I mean? I'm not gonna give you my stud to take home, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And unless we're real cool, I don't want no issues if I bring my your cat over here because sometimes the cat won't breathe if it's uncomfortable. Like when you
Yeah.
bring the cat over here and the cat's not uncomfortable, like some people in my camp, I'm working with I have a I don't do co-owns, but with a family member, I do have a co-own,
Hmm.
and the cat isn't being raised here, so that's going to be an interesting test run for me to see if I can get the cat, if I can get the breeding successful breeding with the cat coming over here, or without being raised around here, you get what I'm saying? Of
Yeah.
course, if the cat's in heat, he's gonna want to have to do, get her pregnant. But I haven't done that yet. There's a lot of things I haven't done, and that I'm still gonna do. Always being ethical, like I said, I'm always keep that important word in there. It's got to be ethical. It's got to stay within the bounds, and of course, just taking good care of the cats. So
Yeah,
I get a lot of pushback. You know what I'm saying? Breeders understand this. There's other people out there that always think that what you're doing is out of bounds. So I stay away from those type of people, but they still come around, they still lurk. And don't say nothing to me, but they'll be lurking around, reporting me and things like that.
yeah.
So you got to be, yeah.
Okay. I got another question from the homie. You check it out over there.
Okay, so yeah, yeah. So cats can, I feed my cats Royal Canin kitten food,
Yeah.
and pretty much because if there's I have a bunch of kittens, I just buy one. They all get fed the same. You know what I mean? They all get fed this kitten food, wet food and dry food. Um, I feed my dogs raw diet, and I know cat breeders that feed their dog raw diet. I've tried that. Cosmo eats a little raw diet. Some of my other cats won't do it, and it also gets a little bit. It just gets a little out of hand for me. So I stick to the canned food with them. I should. I'm a proponent of a raw diet. I should eventually switch over 100%. But at this point, to be honest, I'm feeding them, and I also put supplements. This is one of like the supplements I'll put in it. It's like a high calorie paste because these cats have no hair, so their metabolism is a little faster, right?
Oh
Since they
yeah,
have to
yeah,
keep warm. Yeah, yeah. So, and when I say they don't have no hair, I have cats that have a little bit of hair on them. Not all of them are completely bald. In fact, Cosmo's probably the only one that doesn't have, that almost looks like he has no hair on him. But when you really see the cats, there's gonna be some with hair on, a little bit of hair on the tail. I got a female that got a little hair on her ears. It's just, certain females too, when they go into heat or when they're pregnant, will start growing hair on their body, slightly, not a lot. They still look like hairless cats. You know, like even her, like if you look at her, she's got her little nose. If you were to see her in person, she's got a little fur on the little top of her nose.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
So
Okay,
but
okay.
that's just normal. So a lot of people, they'll see it and then they'll touch it. They'll be like, "Oh, look, it does have a little hair." It's kind of more like peach fuzz type stuff. It's not real like
Yeah,
it's
yeah,
not
yeah.
fur, and it's hair. It's like yeah, yeah,
Okay, fantastic. I want you to show the people Cosmo for the last time because I'm gonna like close down the interview,
yeah,
and
yeah. Go
then
get Cosmo.
I just want them to send through if they have any more questions they gotta send through. I'm gonna give them just a
Yeah.
few more minutes while they watch Cosmo and stuff, and just see him like properly again for the last time, and then you know, then we're gonna be good. You see, and I got Luke asked something again. I don't know what he meant yet. Just check it out there. Oh yeah. I really love his face and his look, you know.
Yeah, he's got a beautiful face.
Yeah, crazy, crazy, crazy. Fantastic. If anybody got more questions, any more questions, you can hit them up through uh, in the comment section. Oh, he did kind of say about the surgical breeding. He said just a last more question from Luke. But I think you said that you don't do that. I'm not sure.
So what do you mean, like C sections
Yes, he said.
or
I not breeding
or
AI,
AIs?
AI, yeah,
Yeah,
AI,
they don't do. I mean, look. I'm sure that where there's a will, there's a way.
yeah,
I just don't know that way. They're not built like dogs in that sense, where
yeah,
you can just collect semen and then do an AI. It's just not they're not built that way. I'm sure like if you had like you took them to a medical facility, they could do anything, right?
yeah.
In a lab like that. I'm just not. That's just not how. I wish it was, but it's not. So at least how cats are bred, they pretty much have to do it naturally.
Yeah,
And their labor too is normally naturally. Of course, there's complications sometimes, you
yeah,
know, and that's where C-section is necessary.
yeah.
But that's a lot of things too. That's like less cost, right? When you're doing dogs, and
Of
sometimes a
course,
lot of the cost is just the breeding, man. I mean, you gotta spend a lot of money we all know what it costs. So I don't have to go through that. But
of
yeah, it's
course.
pretty
Yeah, yeah,
expensive.
yeah. Fantastic, fantastic, man. All right, man. Thank you very much for showing up to Bully Club TV and showing us your beautiful cats, man. And we all about
Absolutely.
like we're not just about bullies, man. I do interviews with other guys. Like I had a guy that who's had a concept dog as well. Malasa Persa,
But yeah, yeah,
Mayo.
I saw
Yeah,
that interview. Yeah, I saw the
exactly.
interview. Yeah.
Yeah, and then I also have you now with the bully cats, something
Well,
different. We like open minded community. Yeah, we like to see everything. Although this is a bully club, it's a bully channel, but we check out other stuff as well from time to time if it's interesting. Yeah,
absolutely. Yeah, man.
yeah, yeah. Thank you
Absolutely.
very
And
much,
I, and
man.
I, and I appreciate you.
No problem, man. No problem. We should do it again when the cats are like more older or whatever, and then we can show them how they look as they progress
Yeah,
and stuff like
yeah,
that.
yeah, yeah. You should do like I said, you should do maybe your next interview be with my partner Danny. He's
Yeah,
got the cats over
definitely.
there. He's stacking them over there.
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
He
yeah.
has another perspective. He has another perspective on all this. But like I said, he's very passionate about this, like I am. And so that our goal is to just be answer as many questions as possible.
Yeah, yeah, I'm definitely going to let him on and put him on, and then we're going to ask him because obviously he's got a different side of it. He's out there at the jungle in the
Yeah,
rumble,
yeah, yeah, yeah. He's out
stacking the
there.
cats
Yeah,
and
yeah, he's out
everything.
there. Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah, yeah,
yeah,
for sure. Yeah,
fantastic, fantastic. Thank you very much, man. We appreciate you, man. Thank you for taking up your time, and let me give you
appreciate
some
you, man.
hugs, man.
Appreciate you.
Sweet brother,
All
sweet.
right,
Let me put that on, man. Where's that? Okay,
all
sweet
right,
brother.
brother.
Thank you very much. Yeah, we'll see you.
Have a great day.
Fantastic. Yeah, yeah, we saw Booty Cats, baby. It is what it is. Yeah. Did you like him? Cosmo in the building. I saw him live. I was so happy to see him move and stuff because it was my first time. I actually just seen him on another video, but it kind of feels uh, better when you see him live on the screen like that. It's a crazy looking cat, man. I've never seen anything like it, man. Got a lot of muscle, lot of muscle, lot of muscle. So yeah, that was the interview. We're gonna continue this with the other guy, who's partner, who's got the other cats, so we can see the other cats and how they do it. He's got a different perspective on them and stuff like that, so we can check them out. The bully cats, baby. Cosmo in the building, as you can see, that's him over there, and we had him on the screen. Thank you very much for joining up us on Bully Club TV. We're gonna be out in a few, baby. Yeah, yeah. Thank you very much, y'all, for joining and tuning in and asking all your questions and checking out the interview and for the homie Vinnie showing up, man, and answering all these questions. It mustn't be easy if you got something different and new. You're going to get some haters and maybe over some people that love you, but, he's out there doing his thing, telling us about the cats and everything, man. Shout out to my homie Mark out there, Luke, who's out there, man, asking a lot of questions, man. They really want to get them cats. Hit up my homie Vinnie, man. It's, I think, West Coast Bully Cats. Yeah, one word on Instagram. I'm going to put it out right now on my Instagram so you can check it out and see what the cats be looking at, man. They're crazy. They're crazy. And then you can hit them up and get a cat. Just expect if you like want to breed or whatever, like he said, around 10K up, and then obviously for pets and stuff like 2 or whatever, if you're looking for a bully cat, looking for something different to rock with. It is what it is. It's Bully Club, baby, in the building. We did another big one, baby. Yeah. I'm coming to your city near you. We're gonna do a Bully Mania event where we're going around checking out all the bullies, baby, in South Africa. We're gonna be going, hitting the cities. If you want me to come to your town, hit me up, man. If you want me to come to your town, hit me up. I'm gonna be there. We're gonna shoot doing a Bully Mania event along with we're gonna have a little bit of special something. We're gonna be traveling, baby. We're gonna be going to all the places, man. We're gonna be going to all the places, man. And in South Africa. So if you want me to come, you want me to check out your cats, I mean, sorry, I'm saying cats 'cause I was doing cats. I want to me your bullies, baby. That's what we're doing. And then we're gonna go to. Last time I did Cape Town, Durban, and Josie. I did miss out the footage of Josie because we lost it, But yeah, we're gonna go back to Durban again, and we're gonna rock it. We're gonna rock it. Yeah, we're gonna rock it. And then we're gonna do it, man. We're gonna do it. My homie Mark saying I must hit him up and rumble in the jungle. Yeah, yeah. For 3.0. You'll be okay, okay. We'll see what we do. I'm down here in South Africa, man. If you can go up there and then we can rock it, bro, I'll come, bro. And then we do it. Yeah, yeah.
Ikon indaba yakho, ikon indaba yakho, sha, ikon indaba yakho, kodwa bengisacela amanamba akho, shi, ikon indaba yakho, ikon indaba yakho, sha, ikon indaba yakho, kodwa bengisacela amanamba akho, shi, ikon indaba yakho, ikon indaba yakho, sha, ikon indaba yakho, kodwa bengisacela amanamba akho, shi, ikon indaba yakho, ikon indaba yakho. Ikon indaba yakho kodwa bengisacela amanamba akho.
Sambona wenyaza ngerofa ngepopo Ngajida athula maboda Veleke ono Nabambona kitolo Oro unyaka repoto Nako ye manyora Afshudati lenga batena Matita bangidu kitimi Naki TV Naki TV Naki TV Naki TV Naki TV Kinako ye manyora Afshudati lenga batena Matita bangidu kitimi Naki TV
Subscribe and follow Bullet Club TV, Bullet Club Co on Facebook, Bullet Club _ on Instagram, and Bullet Club TV on YouTube. You see, if you missed this whole interview or whatever, I'm gonna put it up right now on YouTube, and then you can go check out the whole thing and see all the cats, baby. The homie had all the kittens out there. It's crazy, man. They look so nice. It's super interesting, man. I never knew they get them so buff and jacked up, man. Bullet Club TV, baby, in a building. We're putting Bully Mania. We'll be coming to a city near you. Let me know. Let me know if you're ready, man. We coming, okay? We coming. We are coming to a city near you, baby. So that we're gonna be rolling around everywhere. Let me know if you're ready, man. Hit me up. Hit me up. You got my number. You got my Instagram. Whatever you see, Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, whatever, man. Hit me up. Hit me up. Hit me up. And I'm gonna come to your city. If you want me to come to your city, we can do it. We can make it happen. I'm doing a Bully Mania event. We're gonna be going around just like the previous one we did with the meet and greets. But this time it's gonna be much bigger, man. And we're gonna kill it, man. So hit me up. Subscribe and follow, maybe. Subscribe and follow Bully Club Co on Facebook, Bully Club _ on Instagram, Bully Club TV on YouTube, and then let's rock. Let's do let's do great things, man, in the future. Thank you very much. I'm gonna be hitting cities real new. Hit me up if you want me to come to your city. I did Cape Town, Durban, and Johannesburg last time. We're gonna do the same thing. But if you want another one, maybe you're in PE or whatever, you want me to come and you wanna put up a booty event there and we have a fun time, man, hit me up. I'm gonna come through there too. Alright, peace.